From Kenneth, is Bancor still a closed exchange in that the Bancor team chooses which tokens are listed? Also, I like the new UI, much better than the old one.
So Bancor was never a closed exchange. Anyone can list a token on Bancor simply by creating a liquidity pool for it. This has always been the case, and this was sort of part of the innovation of Bancor, is that the core functionality of an exchange was really automated by smart contracts. So again, anyone can simply go to Bancor.network, go to swap, then go to pool, then go to create a pool, and you can create a pool for any token, and that'll automatically go into the Bancor network, and that token will be tradable against any token that exists within the Bancor network, and anyone can then contribute liquidity to your pool and generate fees from swaps. And as liquidity goes up, like we've said, the conversions become cheaper and you're generating more returns. Now, something to keep in mind and to highlight is that with the release of the Bancor DAO and Bancor governance, the governance is deciding which tokens or which pools on the network are eligible for impermanent loss insurance and for single-sided exposure. So these are really key features that in some cases can cost BNT holders money. And so it's up to governance managed through the Bancor DAO, which I can sort of delve into how you become part of the Bancor DAO and a governance member. But governance is controlling which pools are added to the whitelist and which pools can be removed from the whitelist. And currently, I think there's about 60 pools or 60 tokens that are part of the whitelist and that have impermanent loss insurance and single-sided exposure. And anyone can create a proposal that effectively asks Bancor governance if the token can be added to the whitelist. And so I wanted to add, in order to effectively vote in the Bancor DAO and to vote in Bancor governance, you have to be holding BNT. You provide BNT to a whitelisted pool, and in return, you receive VBNT, which allows you to propose new proposals in Bancor governance and also to vote on different proposals in Bancor governance. So that's how you would become really a member of the governance and vote on upgrades and new tokens that get added to the whitelist.
Okay, this is great. Anything to add to that, Stefan?
No, I think that's the key point, is that everyone can do a pool, but obviously because you mutualize the risk, there must be a governance around whose risk is going to be mutualized. And the single side staking is linked to the insurance, which is why you can only have those together.
Okay, so I just pulled up the platform for everyone to see. This is Bancor.network. Go ahead, Nate.
Well, so I was going to add that we, in this initial phase, governance is being pretty particular about what kind of tokens can get whitelisted, right? If you're an early stage token, you have it like you're brand new. It's kind of not sure if the token could, go crazy. There could be a rug pull. So, they're being a little particular right now about the sort of voting into tokens. But what's cool is we're releasing something that will actually create different tiers of insurance. So I think this is getting released in the next few days, but we'll have an insurance package that effectively lends itself to more long tail or early stage tokens, where maybe there'll be a limit where only a certain amount of insurance, up to a certain amount of insurance, could be paid out to liquidity providers, or only up to a certain amount of BNT can be co-invested to support single-sided liquidity provision. It's really in Bancor's DNA to support this kind of long tail, early stage token with instant liquidity that doesn't have immediate access to, say, the Binances or the Coinbases of the world with their massive sort of listing fees and listing processes. So anyone can create a pool on Bancor. You know, you'll have access to the instant liquidity, but to get those sort of V2.1 features of single-sided exposure and permanent loss insurance, you may want to tap some of those custom insurance packages that are coming from the governance.
And how many people are in governance? Is that all token holders?
So it's how many BNT holders have staked inside a pool. I think it's around 5,000 protected positions now. So there's around 5,000 VBNT holders that can dictate how these proposals are passed or introduced. And we hope that number will just continue growing as more people acquire BNT and stake it in a pool to take advantage of these of the APY in those pools.